Welcome back.
Welcome.
Welcome to another
Welcome.
mini episode.
Carmen San Diego.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
I could show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Obi is Abu. Abu! Woo! He's gonna get all riled up because I just screamed. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, welcome back to a mini episode. Brian, take it away.
We just did. We want to do it again?
What?
Remember we did the music intro twice. So here, we want to do
I
it
said
again.
take it away. Start the damn mini episode.
Hey, welcome to another mini-sode.
No, start with your topic.
What are we talking about today, Johnny?
Who's Johnny?
I don't know. He's giving away prizes. First person to comment on one of our episodes gets the prize.
I was like, did you dare give my pop to him?
You get a free smash burger from Joe's Comfort Kitchen.
Ooh,
I will.
I don't want to give that.
I will buy you. Well, you'll have to come to
Intern, comment, hurry, quick.
No, someone not in this room has
Okay,
to
I'm gonna
comment
have to call
or
Amanda.
recognize that you actually listen. I will buy you the burger of your choice.
Don't they have one? It's just a smash burger?
Well, not everybody's going to want to go to Gilbert for that
Okay.
marketplace because that's far from me. But I'll buy you smash burger. I just won't buy you McDonald's because otherwise, why don't I just
Fuck
cut off a piece
McDonald's.
of my own meat and then here you
Cut
go.
my finger off and serve it to them.
Yeah, just eat your own flesh. But we want to talk. The truth is out there. We went to another amazingly fun Get Ghosted event.
Yes.
You found it. You saw it. You got us there. So if you want to tell the people exactly what it was.
Yes.
The coffee talk.
It was a Get Ghosted and Roasted.
Get Ghosted and Roasted.
So it was really interesting because they called it Eyes in the
Eyes in the Skies.
And it's about aliens in Arizona.
And it was at Spooky's Swirls.
Spooky Swirls in Chandler.
In Chandler. Gluten-free bakery. Great stuff.
Yes, it was Brian's first time. Finally, he made it in there.
Finally saw the props.
Yes. And what was the
The
props?
Prometheus, the engineer's head. They had
And aliens.
They had all kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
They had a From Dusk Till Dawn. The Juliette Lewis's shirt there.
Mm-hmm.
They had Gomez's stuff. They had Cousin Ed. They had Thing. They had all kind of good stuff.
They had Slimer in the front and Billy from Saw.
Yeah. Billy. No, it was fun.
Anyways, it was just like a
we had what was his name? Jimbo?
Jimbo was the guy, speaker. And
Speaker
he
of the
had
House.
a lot of...
And he was better than our current Speaker of the House.
Yes. He had a lot of information.
He was pro-immigration because he liked the aliens. Sorry.
We talked about aliens and the events that happened in Arizona. And I was very interested because I'm originally not from Arizona. But, we went to that UFO, or E.T. tea and popcorn chicken restaurant because it has aliens. And so I wanted to continue with doing this.
Alien thing. So
we can go and enjoy some aliens. So we went.
They talked about the Phoenix Lights.
Yes.
Which I vaguely remember. I remember that just being like, what the... Like, because you think it's just a bunch of airline. Like, sometimes they get the line of, landing or taking off.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and then the next day or the days when I was like, there's mysterious lights. I was like, wait, what? They talked about the fire in the sky, dude. The Bradshaw Ranch.
Yes. In Sedona.
The Kingman landing.
Yeah. I didn't know about the Kingman one.
I knew about Sedona because I knew vortexes and there's...
Yes.
Because, we talked about that. I think a lot of this stuff is wormholes and portals and stuff, and that's why we see these small little probe crafts, like the small cylindrical ones, because they're not having to go interstellar. They're just coming through openings and stuff, and they're like, what the hell is this? It's like, ooh, like they're peeking their head and like, what's this? What's this? What's this? There's idiots everywhere. What's this? There's stupid people there. And it's just,
Pretty much.
Yeah, let's probe them all.
Pretty much. They're like, this is ghetto, and they leave.
And they probe them all, and then they hit a few prostates, and they're like, okay, let's stop doing that. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Man. That was hilarious because one of the advertisements for them was like, get probed.
Yeah.
Or probing questions or not, and I was like, that's hilarious.
I didn't get probed.
None of us did.
I was expecting someone to strap in and just...
No.
Okay.
Maybe you want that, but I was
my
like,
God, I just thought about if she listens
education.
to it. If she listens to it. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to be this... We
have a sense of humor.
I'm not meaning to be this... Well, I am, but...
We joke around. It's totally fine.
But it was a lot of... Her company is so cool. Her events... Are really I like the Mills Have Eyes. We gotta do more.
I loved it. I think that was. It was just so great to be able to experience the activity.
Yeah. And
all the equipment, like we talked about in the episode where we discussed it. But this was cool because I'm always down to learn more information.
Right.
Especially like if it's anything to do with conspiracy theories or like the unknown, the unexplainable.
You talk about a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
That's like the conspiracy.
Yeah.
Like we've talked about Area 51 before as our thoughts on what's really there and stuff like that. The J-Rod thing, I didn't even know. I didn't even remember J-Rod. I was like, dude.
I learned a lot.
It was educational.
I was not here in Arizona in '93 for the
was
lights.
97, I think, wasn't it?
97?
I think so.
In the 90s. I was not here.
Was it 93? I guess I should
1993 or 1997.
Sorry. I should have
Where's
paid
my
more
photo?
attention.
Hold on. Let me look at my photo.
I think it was 97, I thought.
Even...
Because I thought it was in my early 20s.
Even the intern was enjoying it, and the intern said she had a great time. She was fully focused the entire time. Definitely liked it.
97. Okay.
So I'm excited to go more because there's another one in a house in Mesa that's haunted, and they go over the history, and then you get to tour it.
Okay.
And I'm just like, oh God, because I always want to check it out.
Well, I mean, I said I'm really into the ghost and paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
The aliens I'm fascinated by, but it's not as big of a. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I love exploring the spectral and the ghost stuff a lot more.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to get interactions. Like alien stuff, it's interesting to hear that people, like some of the comments in the, with the people, audience there was what they experienced, but, it's just, I'm not going to be outside walking around looking up to see. Right. Because I saw the movie Don't Look Up, so I just don't look up. I just don't. But I still enjoyed getting a little backstory, hearing with the Phoenix Lights as far as the guy who made the recording. And what happened, and the councilwoman, and what so I didn't know those stuff.
I had no idea about that. Yeah, and then honestly, Kingman with the UFO that they found, I was like, why does no one talk about this? Because I've been here in Arizona for 20 something years, and no one.
Well, Kingman's because that's up the right. As you go up into Vegas, there.
But when we've gone to Vegas, we pass through Kingman, and you think
there
would be a sign like, "Hey, a UFO landed here!" Like the town where the UFO landed.
You go to Winslow, and here's the corner. Here's the standing on a corner.
Yeah.
But even though the dude had that was so cool. The Hebert phone booth.
Yes.
That was cool for the guy who disappeared. And I was like, they actually have the phone booth.
They still have it.
Travis Walton.
Travis Walton. Yeah.
See? Look,
I remember when that movie came out. Again, I was young, and it was like. I think I was working for a movie theater then, and I was watching. I was like, yeah, whatever. None of this shit happened. And then of course I grew up, and it's like, yeah, this shit probably happened.
You're a believer now.
I'm a believer.
A believer?
I'm a believer.
Oh man, it was just cool to hear the different stories, like you said, especially with people saying oh, well, this my dad was a pilot, and it's crazy how much. Do you imagine how many pilots have seen things and they don't say anything?
Well, that's why NASA finally had to come out and say, yeah, we think that there's some stuff out there because they have 16 pilots. They started saying, yeah, this shit's weird.
So it was funny because when that lady is like, my dad was a pilot and he worked, and either he or someone else worked for NASA, and I wanted to be like, is NASA real? I wanted to ask her, be like, is it real? Yeah. Is it really real? Or is it just covering up things?
It has to be real. They made a movie with those women. I can't remember what it's called, but they were the ones that got the men to the moon. Well, we'll find out because apparently they're supposed to be doing another launch where they're going to go around the moon. for the first time in ages. So we'll.
You mean for the very first time?
In age, shut up. I mean, I think it was funny where Richard Nixon's just talking on a telephone to the astronaut.
That's what I'm saying. I want to know if it's real. Is it really real?
He said there was this rotary phone 3, 4.
Extension 421.
Hey Neil, what's up? Richard here.
How do you have reception up there?
And now we got all this technology, and if I go down the street, it's like, oh, my call dropped.
That's what I'm talking about. But you know what's cool though that he mentioned they have UFO watch parties in Sedona, cool. And he was like building up to it. And I was like, oh man, I was like, I might have to go do that. But like I'm like slightly terrified to be out there at night in Sedona because there's it's like a magical vortex place, you know,
the
like,
energies and the frequencies and stuff like that.
It's intense. And the intern saying animals and animals.
Those skinwalkers out there.
Yeah, no. When he said that, I was like.
I watched that Skinwalker Ranch stuff, and I was like, hell no.
No.
That's the kind of stuff that freaks me
out.
No,
they say that's going on in the reservations.
Yeah.
Isn't it a ranch?
The Native American group.
Yeah. No, thank you. No, I.
They got the Wendigos. They got everything. They're like
Appalachia.
Oh no, I don't know how people live there. I don't know how people live there. I keep seeing people post videos of mimics.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, I'm done.
Just
give me. Let me die here now.
Give me a friendly specter. Give me Casper. Yeah, like I felt like just like when I heard that growl when Mills had eyes.
I know. Nope.
I was like,
when you said, I was like feeling like the heat for you because I was just like. No, Brian, no.
And then the second time, I was like, okay, I'm done. Okay.
You took those off quick.
Well, the second one sounded close.
Like, I'm done.
The second one was like close. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
First one, it sounded like it was behind like one of the offices or rooms because we were in the hallway. The second one, I didn't really say anything, but the second one sounded like it was like coming like it was like there.
It's funny you mention that because I kept saying, like, does anyone feel like really cold? Like the back of my neck is really cold, and everyone's like, no, I'm fine. I'm like. It was probably in between us. Like,
it came from behind.
Goosebumps.
Stay on target. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Well, don't get me started on that.
But I would want to go do one of those watch parties. I just don't think I'd be brave enough. And it was funny. He was leading up to it, and then he's like, nothing happened. He didn't do anything.
At least he was honest.
Damn.
At least he was honest.
No.
I like that because it's like you expected him to be like, I saw this and that and everything. But for him to, because I like that because. Mm-hmm. That's the reality of it. Yeah. If you're going to go out like UFO and alien hunting, you're going to see a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
To maybe get that one moment. That's why ghost hunting, too. You're going to get a lot of nothing. But you always have that equipment so that way when that moment happens. Because there's a lot of other parts of that tour that there was nothing, that's reality. Yeah. It's fine. Yeah. But when it happens, you're like, ooh. That's what he was saying. It just takes one experience. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I've had my moments of having encounters, I think, with spirits or ghosts, but not, thankfully, not aliens. Yeah. Even though, like I said, the Malaysian air flight that disappeared, that kind of made me start thinking about it too. It's like, did they pull that thing through a portal? Because those little spheres that roamed around that Malaysian flight, and then no one's ever found a piece of it. Could that have been?
The intern and I both looked at each other and were like,
because no one found a shred of that plane.
They didn't, right?
I remember watching CNN back then because CNN was not political. I mean, it was normal. And they would just, every day, report on it. They were sweeping the Indian Ocean, trying to find, it's a vast ocean, but they were just trying to, pinpoint from when it lost radar and everything. But then there was, like, clips of the plane in the sky, and you saw this, like, little cylinders roaming around it, like, circling it, and then it just is off the radar.
That's like the Bermuda Triangle.
And I was like, it's like the show Lost. They're just on an island somewhere, facing black smoke and trying to punch some numbers into a bunker.
The unexplained is very unsettling, but it was nice to hear people who were in Arizona that saw it more closer and like actually experienced the lights in the sky, and then hearing other people's stories with their family members being pilots and just like Jimbo talking about how he has experienced some stuff and just the
There was one lady that said she looked up and then she saw those cylinders. They were just flying up from the sky, like just going straight up. Yeah. Almost like the area was, because I didn't know there was a town. Were they saying Ohio somewhere?
Indiana, right?
Where was it? That's known for a lot of stuff. Because he even knew what she was talking about.
Indiana.
Sounds right.
Because I know there's just areas that are more prone. Yeah. or hot spotted, like said, the energies
Yeah.
from the earth.
Yeah.
So, and I think there's a lot of stuff within our seas underground.
I was gonna say, do you think it's? Remember, I had mentioned, I was like, they were saying that space is not really up, but it's like under the ocean, like under. Do you believe that?
I just think there's.
Do you think there's multiple? I think there's multiple.
Because I saw the abyss, I'm like, yeah, there we go. I saw again, even though it was corny, the Meg 2 with that whole superstructure underneath, below that layer of water, that the temperature changes. It goes from like cold and pressure to like warm and more like fresh water. Yeah. There's like that barrier. I forget what they call the barrier. Mm-hmm. It's like because there was civilizations that are lost. Where do you think they went? Mm-hmm. There was no water on the earth then.
Yeah, I think it's because
they've watched planets now, and like how water comes from within, like to where they've watched like go from rock to then have ocean. And you see like even like Pluto had like waves and stuff like that. Yeah. Ice and water. So I believe that at one point Earth was pretty much just a barren rock.
Do you believe? I found it very interesting. I was going to say something, but I didn't because I didn't want to like.
I like answering a lot of questions in those moments. Yeah.
When they were saying how a lot of people assume that these aliens, like he was talking about the gray aliens with the black eyes, but they're saying like it could be even like human. They look like humans, and I was like, yeah, I believe that, but so now they're more so that people are believing that they're not bad, they're actually good, and that he actually brought up a good point when he was like, a lot of people may even think like they're like heaven. That's what heaven is. It's really like aliens.
Well, he went the other direction, saying where they thought there was no God, it was just aliens. Like that's where Prometheus came in, a group of engineers. So I go the other direction with it. I don't want to get into religious back and forth in a situation like that, to where it's like, here's the Q&A. We're basically wrapping up, so I don't want to get along. Where I believe it's more what we're seeing, and these are angels. We call them aliens, but I think that the spiritual battles that we talk about. Right. With demons and angels and fallen angels. I think that's what we're seeing in these different grays, and we look at it as, because we look at it, the angels were made differently than man. They were made, God made the angels, and then he made a man in his image. So it's like, for me, being a religious person, I think of more, instead of being no God and it's just some alien race that made everything or came here, I believe that what we're seeing, that's why I believe there's other civilizations out there, because I don't think an all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful God would create one civilization and give up. Mm-hmm. I think he would make one and be like, okay, you're good, whatever. I'm going to go over here. And okay, I made them too primitive. Now I'm going to come over here. Uh-huh. I'm going to give them a little bit more, see what they can do. Okay, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to make them really advanced, and then see if they can find each other. Type of thing. So it's either that, or it's just what we see as aliens, and that's why we see the cylinders and all this stuff, is that these are angels that are coming down that move like celestial bodies, because they're not human. Yeah. And we're seeing the battle of good versus evil. Angels like checking on us, or bad ones that probe us, or they're maybe even like you see 3 or 4 they're battling or trying, because there's a spiritual war. So I'm all over the map. But when I think of the religious aspect, I don't think of that there's nothing. I think of that this could be what we see as aliens are actually heavenly, spiritual, celestial bodies that are considered what angels were. So it's either other civilizations that were given different technologies to see if they ever interact, what can happen, or maybe we were never meant to interact, and some make it here, and that's like, oh shit, you guys weren't supposed to meet, type thing. I don't know, because I think God also creates, kind of goes hands off and leads the free will test, so let us see what we do with what's been created for us. Yeah, like we're all experiments.
I don't think he was saying, because he said personally that he believes there's a God, but he's not like following a specific religion.
And I just didn't want to get in the.
Yeah, but I wanted to say that in the aspect of like spiritually, people do believe in like I don't know the proper term. I should probably not say anything, but celestial beings, which would be considered, some people would consider that as aliens. Celestial beings, light workers, star seeders. Yeah. They call them or something. There's so many different names when you're looking through like the spiritual aspect of it. They call it like the light council. Yeah. And so it's just interesting because it literally could branch out to so many different types of theories or like things that people consider aliens or whatnot. But
do you think our governments actually know the truth?
I have heard a lot of different things. Like like he was saying, like some people, who was it? Was it TJ? Is that, what was the name? The guy that, it was the second, from Kingman. The guy from Kingman, he was saying that he saw
the 2 names.
An alien.
Yeah, he had 2 names.
And he saw, one was dead, or 2 of them were dead, and then they saw one that was alive that they were carrying away. And like the Men in Black did actually show up for the Lights in the Sky.
Yeah.
And so I just think that's hilarious because we watch movies and everyone thinks it's for
predictive
entertainment,
programming, yeah.
but it's actually real.
It's
like they actually have Men in Black.
They're actually showing us what went down, but because it's in movie form and entertainment, we then dismiss it as just entertainment rather than it being real. Well, most people, because now if you say that, they're like, "Dude, that was just a movie." You're like, well, that was the whole point. Because remember, there's a motion picture division of the Department of Defense.
Yes.
And the Department of Defense used to run the studios. So
I don't see. You say used to, but I still think they have a hand in it.
Well, that's true.
It may be a small percentage.
I think a lot of the intelligence community does run our industry today. It's just not this country's intelligence agency. There's a reason
the USA? No.
There's a reason why every studio head is from a certain country.
Yeah.
And again,
they want to keep buying.
And it's not to be right or wrong, good or bad.
No, it's just because
we just speak reality, which gets us in trouble. So we don't. There's nothing to see here, but. Who knows? But that's why I like companies.
I do think they know.
That's why I like Get Ghosted. That's why I like companies like this because it provides channels and outlets to experience, to have conversations. Like he said, to ask questions.
Yes.
So I really like that she's doing that. We need more not to put competition out there for her, but we need this. I would like to see. I would like to see her business model expand. Hopefully, she keeps expanding.
It kind of seems like that's what's going on.
I hope so. Yeah.
Because there's different stuff you can do. Like literally, the intern was like, "We're gonna do all the tours," and I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna go do all the tours."
Hell, I'll quit my job and I'll just go I'll be a commentator. Imagine giving me a mic and letting me talk about. I'll be like, I'll talk your head off.
About what? What do you know?
About my theories. I
I
just did about my whole celestial beings and everything.
Where would that be? Where would you hold that talk?
That spooky swirl.
You're like in a church.
Oh gosh.
Oh
That's
God.
Dark.
That's dark?
No, not really.
They have different tours that I think we should definitely check out. But remember when we did the ghost tour, they have others in Phoenix. And I definitely want to check those out. But I think definitely we'll be doing more. I'm glad the intern was interested in it, so we have. We got to do
another one like the downtown one before the weather gets warm.
Yes,
because it's outside.
It's brutal when it's hot. And there's a new one with it's like a bike trolley.
I saw that.
That's the newest thing that they added, which I was like, that's really interesting.
Because some people might be like, I don't want to walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but they'll go to different areas in downtown Phoenix.
I want to go to San Carlos.
I do too.
I want to go to San Carlos.
I do too. And then I can't remember if they do go further. I know there was one in Globe. I think last year I had. No. Like they did one in Globe.
Oh, they did?
I believe so. Yeah, I think they did. Or they may offer that, but I'll have to look into it. But I would really like to cover all of the stuff, just because I'm always fascinated.
You know what we need to do? If we need to find a really haunted area somewhere here, and we need to spend the night there.
No. That's all you, man.
I will set up all my equipment.
You know what? We can call her and be like, Brian would like to spend the night there and report back to you.
See, maybe she can set up something to where it's like maybe I'll see if Tony like Scaredy Cast wants to do it too. We can
go right ahead. I will not.
And then we could collaborate. And you could be out there. You wouldn't have to. You could stay home with Obi, but you and me stay in the night in a haunted area.
Brian, I would die. I don't know. I don't know. I'd be terrified. I wouldn't sleep. I don't think I would sleep.
Just give us some Taco Bell nuggets and some avocado ranch sauce.
Why's it gotta be avocado ranch?
Because I like it.
Okay.
That's what I want.
I don't know if I could do that, man.
That'd be fun.
Especially with the stuff that you saw in...
Oh, that church?
Yeah, fuck that. When you said that, I was like, we need to leave. We need to leave.
I wanted in there so bad.
No, Brian.
I was like, maybe it was fate that door was locked. Mm-hmm. Because I could have sworn I saw the silhouette of somebody in there.
When you said that, and we were supposed to go in there, I was like, nope, I'm leaving now. We are leaving now.
Like a homeless person or whatever, but
I don't care. I'm leaving. Those doors were red, Brian. There were 3 red doors.
No.
That is like a scene from a horror movie. Yes.
Insidious was the red door.
No, I'm good. I even tried to take a picture of it and it came out too dark. And I'm like, that's fine. I don't ever have to remember this again. Because I was like, this is not a game.
I'm just and for my last comment with this, I try not, and I hope I wasn't with the Mills Have Eyes, but that's why I was kind of quiet last night. Because I'm so fascinated and I want to be so chatty about it. It could come across as obnoxious. Like when we were doing stuff, I was like wanting to have like a running conversation with, just in case somebody was there. There were some times when I was out there, it's like, hey, go, serious.
Why not?
And I was like, serious, dude. If there's a spirit here, I mean, come on, man. Let's just have a conversation. Let's just see what's going on. And it's because I didn't want to ever be considered like.
No, I don't think you were.
Like he's just mocking it or whatever.
No. I was like, Brian, you need to settle down. I only said it because I have experienced things.
Oh, I have too.
That I don't fuck with, okay? And so when you kept pushing, I was like, Brian, please stop. We don't know these spirits if they're
one
good
of the times
bad.
I'll tell you what happened to me on Lincoln Road between Tatum and 32nd Street.
Oh God, 32nd Street.
Between Tatum and 32nd, there's that stretch of Lincoln. What happened up there, and the temperature changed, the blackouts where all the lights went out, and even the radios like glitched. Because I saw something riding a bike down a side street.
What was it? Something? A human?
It was just glowing.
Get the fuck out of it. It was an alien.
And I said, what the fuck was that? I turned around to go down the street.
Yeah?
To follow it, and there was nothing there.
You followed it?
And I got like 2 houses down. I turned around again. I got out of the car to look.
Brian!
I couldn't.
Get out of the car?
It's like the streets were dark. I couldn't see the houses. I couldn't see beyond. I mean, it's like I was under a tarp, and it was ice cold, but it was summer.
Were you in like another dimension?
I don't know. And I didn't hear anything from the car. I got back in the car, drove, and by the time I got to Tatum, back onto Lincoln, back onto Lincoln to turn right. When I got onto Lincoln, my radio turned back on and it got warm.
Shut the... Nope. You're lucky to be alive.
I think I was following something. And
yes, you were. And the fact that you got out of the fucking car...
I did. Because that's me.
I know, you're brave. You were asking those questions, and I was like, Brian... That's why I was downstairs.
Yeah. I went all the way to the top door.
And I'm like, guys.
And I thought I heard something in my thing saying, open the door. Nope. And there's nothing on the other side of that.
Nope.
I would have fallen.
I've seen plenty of horror movies where you don't even have to open the door. It'll open by itself. So no thank you. I
just want to see.
I've seen enough.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool. This is a different area. Yeah. I've been in houses where people have died. Like, literally, I've lived... And the person upstairs died, and then I see something in the bay window. I've seen that stuff. I've talked to the intern about it, and I'm just like, I do not fuck with that. I have to say, when we did those tours, I may have said this already, I was really surprised how much I enjoyed it, and I wasn't as scared, but like, you asking a lot of questions, that's fine. You weren't being obnoxious or anything. But I was just like, man, you're brave. Because I would not. I'd be like, okay, thanks, bye. Like, and I would leave.
I am kind of stupid because part of me is like, maybe if I antagonize this thing a little bit, it'll show itself. To where it's even if it's like get away. Because we went up to that door at the outside one, and it said there's, and I was like knocking on that. I was like, come on, because she went back down because that place felt heavy.
Yeah.
I'm like knocked on the glass. I was like, come on, I just want to see. I'm looking, and I'm just like, and then I
just like, sure, come on in.
And then I felt like just weird.
Yeah.
And it's like almost like that energy was like, just get away, just go.
At least you listened.
I didn't want to. Well, everybody was like wanting to go because I think by that time the other people were there, were like, let's just keep walking. But yeah, no, I had a little too much enjoyment because I'm so fascinated.
And that's fine until you get to the point where it takes you over. Yeah. Talk to me. Could you imagine? Brian, is that you?
It's like bring her back. I start chewing on a knife.
Brian's not here anymore. God's not here, priest.
I'm gonna do that next time. I'm like, Brian.
No. I will have to bring my rosary. The power of Christ compels you.
I am Vecna.
Oh, no, thank you. Yes. But yeah, so
do not.
Really excited until he stops talking. That
you are not turning off this recording.
Yeah, I can go hit the button right now. So, anyways, go check them out.
Bitch, get back here.
That made me laugh. I would definitely go check it out.
For a moment. Get back here, you bitch.
Wow.
Punch him.
You would have seen a fight, guys. I thought he said witch. He's lucky because I would have. But that was a fun experience. I'm definitely looking forward to more stuff. And this is one of the things that we always say when we say go outside and get some sun. Do some stuff like this. Entertainment.
Because all that shit's going to be waiting for you when you get home. At least you have some fun.
Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for listening. Go check us out on Instagram and on TikTok. We're on Instagram, TikTok.
Get Ghosted. Check them out.
Absolutely. We'll be tagging them. So have a good day. Bye.